Well, hey everyone, welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. We have Uprising spoilers coming out. It is awesome to see these new cards and to hear all about them. Gonna be super cool, gonna be super fun to follow along this next couple weeks and take a look at Uprising. Uprising is a new Flesh and Blood set that releases in 3 weeks, something like that. Pre-releases are coming out. You're starting to see some pre-orders happening. It's gonna be really fun. So join us right here kind of every day or so, as we take a look at the spoiler cards and evaluate them and just have some fun talking about them and really living them the first-hand experience together. If you're curious about these cards, they are all being posted up at FABTCG.com /articles. You click the articles and then you can click the Uprising spoilers and you can see them all here. They've got people from our community that get to spoil the cards. It's a really cool thing. You will not see a card on my channel for like a spoiler card. LSS doesn't think that I should get one of those, so that's the way that it is, and there's nothing we're going to be able to do about that. But we're going to enjoy the people who do get to release cards. I'm super stoked for them. So shout out to all the people who are doing really cool spoiler videos, really cool ways to engage with their communities with these cards, and it's really cool. So if you're curious about where these cards came from, that's where these cards came from, and you can check them out every day and go to these channels, go to these pages, and make sure that you're clicking on them and giving them your time. And then kind of as a bunch of them come in and after they've been shared on their sites, we'll chat about them on ours. So let's hang out and talk about some amazing stuff. We have the first one, obviously, Dromai, I think, Ash Artist. We finally get to see the Draconic Illusionist, the hero, what the ability is. This is super cool. You guys know I am this is gonna be the deck that I'm gonna be running, because I'm just super excited to actually play Illusionist. I haven't really done that, so I'm super excited to play Illusionist. So Ash Artist, we're starting to see what the Ash stuff is. Whenever you pitch a red card, you create an Ash token. A red card is obviously a card with a red color strip. So you create an Ash token. Then we've actually seen what the Ash token is already. And an Ash token is a material that while it's placed under an object, that object has phantasm. So when it's defended by a non-illusionist attack action card with 6 or more, you can destroy this and close the combat chain. So super cool. But here's the kick. If you've played a red card this turn, dragons you control have go again while attacking. So Dromai Ash Artist is a Ash generator. She generates Ash. That's what she does. And we will see what we are able to do with Ash as a resource, or what they call a material moving forward. Obviously you can put it under an object, but I think we're going to see some other stuff that you can do with it. So, and then if you've played a red this turn, dragons you control can go again. So it's going to be really cool to see dragons come up. We'll get into it a little bit. We'll keep coming back to Dromai here. So we've seen Ash, and then what we also got is Aether Ashwing. So this is an Illusionist token. It's a dragon ally. You can't play this, so this is going to be something that's going to create this. It does have Arcane Barrier 1, and it can attack for 1, and it has 1 health. So it's a dragon ally. It goes on the battlefield. It interacts like a hero would, but it can be attacked, all that stuff. Now here's the thing, this attack for 1 kind of gives you a little hint to what Dromai is going to be doing. She's going to be going wide, very, very wide. Her Ashling, Ash tokens are, these are going to turn into Aether Ashwing, and then you're going to go wide. One attack with go again with your dragon allies. It's going to be pretty sweet. I'm really stoked for Dromai Ash Artist. Let's see what else we got. Silken Form. Sorry, were those... Yeah, those are good. Silken Form is a Draconic Illusionist equipment. So this typically happens on spoiler season. They're going to give us all the Draconic Illusionist stuff this week. The next week will be another hero, will be all this stuff. It's kind of cool the way they do it. So destroy Silken Form and transform target Ash you control into an Aether Ashwing. So you can see this is why I already kind of knew that you were going to be able to take these Ash tokens and transform them into this awesome Aether Ashwing, because you're already seeing one piece of equipment that can do that. I'm guessing we're going to see a little bit more things that can continue to do that. So Silken Form, pretty sweet. It doesn't block for anything, so that's kind of a downside. But Quell 1 is another thing that we have. If your hero would be dealt damage, you may pay 1 to prevent 1 of that damage, and if you do, destroy Silken form at the beginning of the end phase. So it's kind of like an arcane barrier, but with physical damage. And you can see for the Draconic Illusionist, that pitch cost of 1 is becoming very, very important. You're going to see a lot of cards in your deck that only have 1 resource. You've got, whenever you pitch a red card, create an ash token on Dramai. You've got, some abilities that are only costing 1. It seems like 1 is the theme for Draconic Illusionists, whereas like for Guardians, you see 3 as a theme pretty often, or for Brutes, you see a power of 6 as a theme pretty often. It seems like pitching 1 or 1 resource is going to be a pretty repetitive thing going on for the Draconic Illusionist. Let's see what else we got here. Rake the Embers. Here's our first real actual card. This is a Draconic Illusionist action. Pitches for 1, of course. Cost 1, which makes sense. You're going to create an ash token, then transform up to 3 ashes that you control into Aether Ash Rings. So again, your whole goal here for Dramai Ash Artist is going to be to create ash tokens, to then transform them into Aether Ash Rings, and then to go wide. You're going to be going really wide. You're going to get 4, 5, 6 Aether Ash Rings out. You're going to go wide. You're going to attack with them. They all have go again as long as you have played a red card this turn. So let's pick up Rake Embers again. You're going to create an ash token, then transform up to 3 ash you control into Aether Ash Rings. Then this has go again. You can see the combat chain increasing here as you get go again, as you attack with your dragons that have go again and their 1 cost. There's going to be a very, very wide attitude to this deck. It's going to be a lot of fun to see how it shakes out. And then you got Billowing Mirage, which again pitches for 1, costs 1. This is a common, so we'll probably see it in other forms as well. But whenever you attack with it, you can transform another ash you control into an Aether Ash Ring, and this has go again. So this card itself will, if you have an ash, resource, basically material, whenever you attack with this, it will already add another opportunity for your combat chain. When you attack with it, you're going to get go again and an ash that transforms. So it really works really wide. This deck's going to go wide, wide, wide. That's going to be the goal. But you can also throw in some of these 3 damage. It's not just 1 damage. You can throw in some of these 3 damage cards. It's really going to allow you to present lots and lots of damage on a turn. This seems super strong. And then the last one we have is Lava Burst, and this is where you get those combat chains going. You go wide, 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 and now you hit your last in your combat chain is Lava Burst, which costs 0, so low cost, right? You don't have to have another card in hand to be able to do it. This is the last thing you're going to be doing on your turn. Maybe arsenaling if you can, and this has Rupture. If Lava Burst is played as Chain Link 4 or higher, it gets +3. So this would be a 5 attack coming in. It looks like you're probably gonna get a yellow one that's 1 and a blue one that's 0 that would all have Rupture, giving it +3. That would be my gut. Or maybe it will be yellow is a 2, but it only gives it +2, and blue is a 2, but it only gives it +1, something like that. So you'll probably see a few of these, but this is the end of your combat chain. You're throwing this out there, and you're going to have done, probably attacked. Maybe you've attacked with 3 Aether Ash Rings, right? So you've now presented 1, you've presented 2, you've presented 3 damage over 3 different sources. So they've either blocked with 3 different cards or 3 different equipment or whatever, and then now you also are going to be throwing out this Lava Burst as your Chain Link 4 or higher that's now a 5. So really, really cool, really presenting a lot of damage, and more than a lot of damage, and maybe arguably, in my opinion, more fun and cooler than a lot of the damage is a lot of different damages coming at you. You're going to have a lot of different combat chains, combat links, a lot of different presentations of damage that your opponent has to deal with, which is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun to evaluate this and to play this and to see how this all works. It's super exciting. I can't wait to continue to see how a lot of these other cards pop up. Like I said, we will kind of day to day be looking to see if there's enough to do a video on all this stuff, and make sure you go check out all the places. We've got more coming out today. Really fun. Shout out to all the community members who are making content. You guys are amazing. Good work. Really going to be fun to follow along with you this content creation spoiler season. And shout out to those of you guys who are making cool videos and engaging with your audience in a cool way. Hope you guys are having yourself a fantastic day. Let me know what you think about Dromai, the Illusionist art, the Ash Artist. I think it's going to be a really, really cool deck. I am super stoked about this hero. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It definitely, in my opinion, seems pretty strong. I think already seems strong. As we get more and more cards coming out, I think it's going to be even stronger. You're already seeing like the Illusionist weapons, pump in price. It's gonna be super cool. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a fun set, I think. Super excited. If you're gonna be looking for pre-orders, patrons, we're gonna have a bundle or some sort of special thing. I don't know exactly what we're doing yet. I don't know my allocations yet, but so we'll be doing something like that. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Hope you guys have yourself a fantastic day. Remember to be kind to the people around you. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and we will see you again next video.